I'm just a wonky-eyed Sean. Da-na-na-na, I'm just a wonky-eyed Sean. I'm cool, I'm cocky, I'm bald.
Shawn Michaels didn't get vengeance on the Jerrytron that messed up his eye, but who will get vengeance tonight? It's WWE NXT Vengeance Day. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Didn't watch Vengeance Day. We actually forgot Vengeance Day was on, and you know what? There's just too many wrestling shows in 2025 to keep up. You've got WWE, AEW, NXT, TNA refused to die. It's just wrestling, wrestling, wrestling. There's too much wrestling. All full of wrestling and like none of it's good. So, I mean, you can't really win. NXT though, I mean, is it the best of a bad bunch? I mean, who knows? But we're going to go through tonight's results and we're going to see who won, who lost, who retained, who regained, and who became champions for the first time in WWE. Now, we're using Wrestle Headlines results here to bring you these not, I wouldn't say spoilers because it's already happened live, but yeah, these results, and whoever was doing the reports on Wrestle Headlines, they seem to almost hate wrestling as much as we do. Burying it, and that's not often you see that.
No, absolutely not, right? And they buried the match introductions where it showed you people in the crowd, such as Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan. And this happened at Raw Netflix. They do it at a lot of Netflix shows. They do it at pay-per-views where you've got Hall of Famers / current people just sitting like fucking goofballs. Sitting like the biggest mongoloids on planet Earth.
You know, I can almost accept the Hall of Famers.
Yeah. No,
but the current talent shouldn't be sitting...
They did it with Cody Rhodes.
They shouldn't be sitting at ringside like fucking fans.
Between Cody Rhodes sitting for like a fan and getting his getting Jacob Fatu's arm put across him, that's the face of the company right there.
Yeah, well, why are they in the crowd like they've got a ticket?
Yeah,
like they're a fan.
And you know what?
They should be backstage.
See, as bad as this is, it ain't as bad as fucking nobodies rocking up with their suitcase. Right, let's just break it down. Why is someone rocking up with a suitcase, right, bigger than fucking Triple H's nose to an event that's like 2.5 hours long? Now, some people could argue, oh, but they're on the road, they're travelling, they need 5 changes of clothes, and they need this, they need that. Right, why not leave it at the hotel? Do you need the 5 changes of clothes at the arena? You could argue we're thinking too much into this. Why does like an entire roster need 4 suitcases? And why the jobbers need to... see if you want to do this at the big 4 pay-per-views, right, and Cena's entering, his last Rumble, and you want to show him entering the arena, by all means, go ahead, it's Big John.
Yeah, did they not realise by doing it every single show, you're just rehashing the same shit?
Yeah, I mean, you just... see, we didn't even watch this.
See if they did it the odd time, it would maybe feel big or feel special. Go, oh, look, there's the champion entering the arena.
We did...
see when you do it with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, it's like, who gives a shit?
We didn't even watch this show, right? But I will give you 20 seconds of what happened when people were out in the arena, right? So, Vic Joseph, this is him, comment, Bayley, she's taken on Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade, and Giulia for the NXT Women's Championship. Those 2 men, A-Town Down Under, they're taking on Obafemi as he makes his way to the arena tonight. That's what it is. That's all it fucking is.
Stephanie Fakir is an international star. Can she win her first title tonight when she takes on the North American champion, Fallon Henley?
Yep,
and
the graphic appears with them walking, sunglasses indoors. They'll be sipping on their wee fucking Starbucks drink. Wankers.
Oh, Punk and his donuts. He can take those donuts and shove them up his fucking ass. He can use Triple H's nose to poke through the hole with the fucking donuts, because we're here to poke through the holes of wrestling.
And you know what?
There's a lot of holes in it. You talk about Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese, a cheese with a lot of holes in it.
Aye.
That's alright.
The cheese with the most holes in it.
That's good to know, because there's a lot of holes we can pick.
Right.
But see what... You want to see like McMahon getting out of a limo, arriving, or you've got The Rock, someone who's charismatic. See when The Rock's arriving to the arena, he is worth... remember in the Alliance, sometimes they showed Austin arriving to the arena and he was pissed?
Yeah.
And Deborah was, tailing him from behind. Like, you want to see those guys arriving. But it's not just to see them arrive for just to throw it out there because normally they would have an interaction.
No, it is though.
But normally they would have an interaction backstage, right? between getting out of their car and into the locker room.
No, it is. No,
Nowadays, they just show it for the sake of showing it.
no, but they show it to try and make it real, right? See, if you watch, like, football, especially football,
Earlier
right?
today, Patrick Mahomes arrived for the Super Bowl. There he is with his wee briefcase.
No, but we all watch football, right? For you, yeah, soccer, right? See, if you're watching the build-up to a Premier League match, fucking La Liga,
Shows you didn't get off the bus.
Scottish Premiership, you name it, alright? You see them getting off the tee, they've got their AirPods in, you know, slow motion getting off, the manager doing the thumbs up, the wave. That's exactly what this shit is, right? And you know what? See a couple of weeks ago, we went fucking through Wade Barrett, so let's move into our first match. Henley Fakir, North America's champ. Booker T, right, turned round and said, and I quote, "This is a main event match anywhere in the world. I'll tell you that." End of quote. Right, you stupid prick, Chucky Ducky, lying prick. It can't even.
Whoa.
What?
Shucky Ducky?
I will. Let me.
Not Chucky Ducky?
Wait, I've got Saki Waki for Hell's Kitchen. No, see this, right? It can't even main event Vengeance Day. So what's going round in Booker T's thick fucking skull to make him think this is main event anywhere in the world? Explain.
Yes, the opening match on a shitey throwaway NXT event, and he's claiming it's a main event anywhere in the world. Yeah, just bullshit. You know what? I get it. The commentators need to try and put over all this crap. He can't come out and say, you know, this sucks and I wish I could go in a time machine and commentate on wrestling for 25 years ago. But at the same time, I mean, come on, Booker T, there's no need to flat out lie. Yeah. And that's what this is.
Yeah, but if he turns around and says this during the actual main event of the show, at least you can say, well, main event at this. This is the opening match. And we're just hot out of a Chris Jericho fed where he's like, well, the opening guys get $1 million a year and the main event guys get 40 million a year. Well, that just puts it into perspective then. And these fuckers ain't main eventers.
I guarantee there's nobody on this show other than Bailey getting over $1 million a year.
And that disgusts me. See the fact that Bailey is on that sort of money.
Bailey is the only person on this show. Maybe Booker T.
Maybe the Rock's daughter.
Maybe Rock's daughter. But Bailey will be the only wrestler on this show getting $1 million guaranteed a year.
Right, anyway, Fakir wins, new NXT North American champion. Yeah.
Aye, surprising, no. She pulled out a new finisher tonight, did this, like, 450 corkscrew, moonsault, something you'd expect John Morrison to do. I think it's necessary because the move that she's been beating people with, the backbreaker, see, for me, I think a backbreaker's a good move, but
it's transitional.
I don't know if it's. I just don't think it's a finisher.
Yeah, but if something's not a finisher or a signature, it may as well be a transitional move.
And maybe it's just the way she does it, like, but just I don't know. I just never looked at her finisher and thought, wow, that should be finishing people.
No. And it's the same with even with, like, people have had weak finishes over the years. You know, like Carlito. Do you not think, like, if you're a mid carder, you need to have a devastating finish? Like, the People's Elbow is not a devastating finish, but it works because it's The Rock.
I disagree, man. I think if you're a mid carder, they don't want to give you a great finish.
No, you can't argue that at the same time. But do you not feel like?
Hold on, why have you put Carlito's name out? I think Carlito's backstabbers are a pretty good one.
I know, but I don't think it's all right.
And then they done that reverse neck breaker.
That one was all right, but
Facebuster.
Well, yeah, I know what you're on about with Facebuster, but I don't think the backstabber was all that, to be honest. But
depends on who's taking it.
Well, it does. All right, if you have someone athletic like a Dolph Ziggler or Shawn Michaels, I don't know why I've just plucked those two together, because Shawn Michaels, 59-year-old Shawn Michaels shits all over fucking nickname, if that's for sure.
Fallon Henley, first champion, just lose it to Stephanie Fakir. You know what though? I mean, is this Shawn Michaels? I don't know if we can give Shawn Michaels credit or if it's just because this is on NXT, but it's like, see if they truly believe that Fakir and Julia are like the two big stars, then they should be winning the titles. And they've done that relatively quickly.
Yeah.
We see on the main roster, you just seem to get jobbed out for years before you get any sort of title.
Yeah, and you know what? It just sucks, right? I am not the biggest fan of Julia or Stephanie Fakir, but you know what? As limited as their English is, they have something about them. They do. And You cannot tell me that WrestleMania would feel a wee bit better in the women's side of things if one of these two won the Rumble instead of Charlotte Flair and were challenging one of the champions.
Yeah, but no, I think this is better for Stephanie Fakir to win. People are saying, oh, Fallon Henley only had... Yeah, but Fallon Henley doesn't appear to be going anywhere. She's been around for a while. Like, see if they really want to push Stephanie Fakir and Julia as like these two, then they have to come in and win the belts. They can't come into development and take 2 years to win a singles title.
Yeah,
I mean, if it's taking you that long to win a singles title in development, then what's...
Do you not think NXT, though, feels a wee bit... Well, WWE just feels upside down because you've got Stephanie Fakir holding the mid-card title on NXT and she feels about 100 levels above Laya Valkyria and Chelsea Green.
Yeah, but we'll see.
But it's so weird because Laya Valkyria was the NXT champion.
I don't know if you give Shawn Michaels credit for this, or is it simply just a case of it's NXT?
Well, don't worry, guys. Triple H took the fucking Twitter and took all the credit for it before Shawn Michaels could fucking even look. Yeah, it takes Shawn Michaels an hour to open Twitter because his eyes are fucking looking at the carpet instead of this actual phone. But you know what? Anyway, Triple H and his bloody solar eclipse, I know, I'm sure blinds most people.
Yeah, but like, I'm not saying I love Roxanne Perez or anything, but I mean, like, she came in and relatively quickly she won titles, won the tag title, and then like won the singles title.
I just can't stand Triple H, man.
It's like seeing you look at Corey Jade, been around for like what 4 years and not won nothing. Yeah, all right, she did win the tag title for like a week, but in terms of singles titles. Like, see if you're on the development brand, like, see if you're on development and you haven't won a singles belt in like 3-4 years, then what chance do you have?
Yo,
no, but it's like, look, it's like Obafemi, right? Not saying the guy's great, but like, at least, like, pretty much straight away won the North America, and then when he lost that, he pretty much won the world title straight away.
Yep.
Like, they're showing signs that this is a guy that is... You know, this is a guy that is winning titles. This is a guy that's going places. See if you're stuck on development and you can't buy a championship win, then what's the fucking point?
Fakir wins this and Triple H 5 minutes later whips out like 4 paragraphs on Twitter basically saying, I found her, I'm the man. Why has he got to congratulate everybody? You know what I mean? It's absolute cringe. It is absolute cringe.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's backstage and he just pushes Michaels out the way with his nose and gets the photo first. Oh no, I'm taking the photo with the new champ.
I know McMahon never did this, because 99% of the time he was in character, and his character doesn't make any sense to do this. But that's why Triple H doesn't have a character anymore, because he fucking hogs the attention, and his ego is the only thing bigger than his nose. I can't stand him, man.
Yeah. Anyway, I think this is the right call.
Is the right call. Nathan Fraser defeat Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura.
But you know what? It's talking about right call. We also talk about how the women's division barely gets any main event. It's pretty much impossible to get pushed into the main event. I still think Julia and Stephanie Fakir should have been put on the main roster straight away.
No, I agree. Now, after this tag match, which I'm not going to spend too much time on because we've spent about 40 minutes on the opening, Nexus come out.
What?
We'll call them Nexus. That's what the cool kids are called. All right. Now, apparently they're led by, what's his name? Dion Lennox, and the 3 other members are Oris Griffin, Saquon Sugars, and Cutler James.
Are we supposed to know these guys?
No. Well, I'm going to guess not.
Right. Fraxium.
My name's Justin Gabriel. I look at the flowers.
Fraxium defeated Josh Briggs and Inamura, for anybody who cares.
I've already addressed this, mate.
I don't think he said they beat them. I think he announced it was in the match.
No, I know for a fact I did.
Did you? Right, well, fair enough.
I know you're ranting on Triple H, but we need to move on. Right. My heart will go on. Right, anyway, Trick Williams taking on Eddie Thorpe. Strap match, Eddie Thorpe won, which I was kind of shocked about.
Trick Williams just needs to go on the main roster at this point.
Does he, though? Because Triple H is probably going to put a strap of his own around him.
That's true. Nah, but at this point, like, I mean, the guy's just going backwards. He's losing to fucking Eddie Thorpe. I mean, if Trick Williams lost... That's what I mean. I thought they were going to do Trick Williams versus Obafemi one-on-one at Stand and Deliver. But I mean, if Trick Williams can't get any sort of momentum going into that match...
No, you'll put it this way, right? We can argue with Carmelo Hayes, right, that he is like... He's a bit small, and he's not... I don't think Carmelo Hayes can be a main eventer on WWE. Trick Williams... Can he be a man? I think he's closer to be. See Obafemi, he's clearly got a look and he's got the ability in ring to be a guy that they can push in the main roster. See when he gets called up and Triple H doesn't push him, yeah, then I think you've got to
You will
say
need answers.
aye. No, you know, like literally. Because see, like Omos, right, and Carmelo Hayes, I think they're both serious ends of the scale where it's like Omos is big, yes, but he cannot talk, he cannot work. So I can understand why you would kind of just want to fade him out. Carmelo Hayes, you know what? I think he deserves maybe a run with the mid card title, but it's like it's just getting so obvious now that Triple H just got a certain element about him that he just doesn't like. I'm not a very big fan of the black people. The quote Kurt Angle from New Year's Revolution 2006, I want to say. Anyway, we move on for this match. Trick Williams lost. Don't really understand why. Javon Evans against Ethan Page. Ethan Page picks up the victory. Correct decision.
Is it? Who cares? You know what though? Ethan Page. He looked alright with The Rock, didn't he?
He did, but Javon Evans, man, I mean, how many times? Oh, this guy's working with a broken jaw, wired jaw. Does that do anything for you?
No, Ethan Page, he's been world champion, he lost it. I would just move him to the main roster at this point. What are you doing?
Yep, right, Obafemi.
See, once you lose the NXT championship, like, what is there for you to do? Why do you need multiple runs with the NXT championship? Ethan Page is 35 years old. What are they doing? Yo, see if you're not ready at 35 with like over a decade wrestling experience on TV that Ethan Page has got, then you're never going to be ready. You are never going to be fucking ready.
No, I know.
Now we can say that TNA and AEW they aren't WWE, but look, the guy has had like a year now in NXT, yeah, a shitload of years in TNA AEW. Guy was already made the NXT champion. Like what are they waiting for?
No, that is it. What are they waiting for, man? Like, there's no time like the present.
How about they just freshen up the main roster?
Triple threat match up next, Obafemi.
No, but see, instead of getting the same shite like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, fuckers like that, why can't they just bring up Ethan Page? Why can't they bring up Trick Williams?
I know, it's incredible.
See, instead of bringing losers back like Andrade that will never get over in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts, why can't Trick Williams and why can't Ethan Page? Why can't they get one chance? Why do we give? Oh, Miro's going to come. Oh, Malachi Black, who used to be on the roster and fucking did hee-haw. Why are they bringing? Why are we continuously keeping the same shite guys that have never drawn a dime over the past 10 years? NXT. Oh, we create the stars of tomorrow, but here, you know what? They'll never actually be stars. We'll keep them on this. We'll keep them on the development until they're about 40.
It's funny though, right?
And then even if they do get pushed, say they do bring those guys up and they are a success. I mean, they're fucking towards the end of their career. You know, it's like what the dumb.
Yo, but the ratings have never been worse. So it's like, why over like the past 10 years, you know, Seth Rollins, right, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, these guys that people would argue are pillars. They've overseen the worst period in terms of fucking ratings. Yo, and I get it, Roman Reigns is obviously a step above those three. But you're right, why not bring up the new blood? See if the ratings, right, were somewhere in the middle ground where they were doing better than like the early 2010s and similar to levels in the Ruthless Aggression, me and you would have to admit, yeah, you know what, we don't like any of these guys, but the ratings are good. The ratings are shit. You may as well try something new.
Yeah, but I mean, even look at when Triple H was doing his whole black and gold NXT. Look at like the average age of that main event scene. It was old. You got like Samoa Joe in there, Bobby Roode in there, Nakamura in there. You'd either guys in their late 30s or early Damian Priest. Like what are those guys doing in NXT? It makes no sense.
No, right. Anyway, triple threat match. Obafemi defeats Waller and Theory. Then the next is...
See if you're old, see if you're in your late 30s or early 40s, see if you're on NXT, see if you're on a development show, that tells me that you are pretty much going nowhere and they view you as like a trainer type wrestler or a guy that's on his way down that can put over the new up and coming guys.
Yep.
See if you're in NXT and you're like on the wrong side of 40, then there's no hope for you. You're not fucking going anywhere.
Obi Femi wins and the jobbers batter him. Is that the next feud going forward? I don't know. 4 no names taking on Obi Femi. Exciting. Right, main event time.
What, they come out again?
Yep. Julia against Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade, and Bayley. Julia retains her championship. Bayley was in there. People marking it, man. That Kathy Kelly. See the fucking state of stuff she posts. Have you seen the state of that?
Aye, with Rhea Ripley.
Aye, it's fucking cringe, man. It's pathetic.
All the women simp for each other, man. It's kinda, it is.
They're like one big fucking cult. Honestly, wrestling's fucking dead. Don't even want to talk. Who gives a... I couldn't give a fuck what happened in this match.
No, but
Julia won. There you go.
won. Julia
Bedtime.
picked up the win, pinning Roxanne to retain her title. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Jordana Grace comes out. Speaking of men, my name's Jordana Grace.
Yeah, just I'm not interested in seeing her going face to face. I take it that's going to happen at Stand and Deliver. We're close to that. Don't really care either way. That's your results.
Do you not feel like
guys.
with NXT though, like there's just so much more focus on women than men?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that actually.
Like you know, but then I think that's just like the importance though of like men over women on the main roster because, right, see if 2 guys come into NXT with the hype of Julia and like Fakir, and even like a what do you call her? Fucking manoids, Jordana Grace, they would not be on the Diddy shite show NXT, would they?
Don't know.
But then at the flip side of that, you could
AJ Styles is the only guy that's really come into WWE in recent years and avoided NXT.
Yeah, Ricky Starks is going to be on NXT on Tuesday. What do we make of Ricky Starks? You liking that?
Hey, I'm not going to pretend that he sucks.
No, but it's funny though.
I think he's got potential.
NXT did 801,000 views, right? Smoked Dynamite, and people are trying to fucking pretend that Ricky Starks is a bigger draw than Edge.
Aye, so are you telling me if Edge went back to NXT and Ricky Starks stayed on AEW, what AEW would have did like 900k and NXT would have been doing it 400 because Adam Copeland appeared on it?
Bullshit. Anyway, folks, that's it. Absolute shite. Vengeance Day. Wank. If you stayed up and watched this, you need your hard drive checked, mate.